1515 now proudly brings you the GTS Podcast, Guys Talking Smack, the weekly review of Smackdown Live when we talk about whether it's a smack up, smackdowner, or a smack in the face. This is your boy, EJ the King.
It's your guy, J.Fields.
And Smackdown Live took place this weekend.
Fresno, California. Nothing.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
So, you got a match to watch for?
Yes, I do. This match took place Saturday night live in South Haven, Mississippi, right up the road from Memphis, Tennessee, our hometown. We had EJ, myself, and our homie Cien. We had the opportunity to attend the NXT live event, and we got a gem.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hideo Itami versus Cien Almas, and it was a hell of a match.
Yes, it was.
Hell of a match. If they decide to put this match on NXT at any point in the near future, it's going to be amazing. Hard hitting, hard chops, hard kicks, stiff, like damn good sequences. Like
both of them got their offenses in too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a one-sided match.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna put Cien in here to let him, sell for Hideo. Hideo got his ass whooped off,
Yeah.
So it was good.
I think a lot of people underestimate. I know we're believers now, but a lot of people underestimate how good Cien is right now.
Right. He's such a good heel.
Oh my God. Like
we have some really good heels in the company right now.
Yes, we do.
And it's just kudos to that. The heel work has been amazing here lately.
So now I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with Cien in the future. Hopefully it translates to the main roster soon and it feeds off the same energy of NXT, because like you said, I mean, that match was great. I mean, once we saw the lineup, I mean, we didn't know who Cien was gonna fight until Hideo came out. I was like, oh my God.
Right.
How lucky are we? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be that tag match, which I put in the group earlier this week. There was gonna be a tag match between Cien and Bobby Roode versus Hideo and Aleister Black. That would have been great too. But
right.
I mean, I can't complain. It was a great card, top to finish, But
exactly.
Yeah, good match. Even though people probably won't be able to see it, but y'all can see a clip of it on the GTS Instagram page and the Facebook page. So check it out. So that's all I got. That's all you have for news and rumors? No, shit, I'm off. Match to watch for. I have no news and rumors. There's really nothing going on in the world today. I mean, hey, TJ Perkins is no longer going to be TJ Perkins on 205 Live.
What is his name going to be now?
TJP.
Massive overhaul.
They dropped the Erkins.
Yeah.
Genius.
Shout out to Creative for being creative.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Well, since we got that all out the way, let's get down with the rundown. So, J.Fields, what happened on Smackdown Live this week?
All right, Smackdown took place live from Fresno, California at Fresno State University. The show kicked off with Jinder Mahal backstage having a photo shoot with the stolen WWE title that he took from Randy Orton and used to help him lose his House of Horrors match at Sunday at Payback. Shane McMahon interrupted and says, hey, this is not your title. It belongs to Orton, so I'm going to return it to him. So he takes the title from Jinder and tells him that he has to earn it and that he's going to have a match later on against Sami Zayn. Following that, to kick off the show, Shane McMahon comes down to the ring and introduces the newest member of SmackDown Live, the new United States champion, Y2J Chris Jericho. He comes down, basically says that this is now the show of Jericho, which leads to AJ Styles interrupting. And he comes down and says that this is the house that AJ Styles built and that if he beats KO, he's going to beat him. Then it leads to Kevin Owens interrupting and basically saying that none of this matters, none of this is relevant because I'm going to take my title back tonight and he's going to go on to beat AJ, which leads into a on-the-ramp brawl between AJ and Kevin Owens, which Shane McMahon calls for the WWE officials to run out and break up. So that was our kickoff to the show. Next up, we had Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers at ringside. He defeated Sami Zayn after interference from the Singh brothers. Sami was going for the haluva kick, and one of the Singh brothers pulled Jinder out the way. Then the other one hopped up on the apron to distract, and then Jinder was able to hit the camel clutch slam for the 1-2-3. Backstage, we saw Becky Lynch with Natalya. Natalya was basically trying to, woo Becky Lynch into joining the stable of her, Tamina, and Carmella with James Ellsworth. They're being called the Welcoming Committee, whatever.
Horrible. I was just going to ask, what's in the name?
Yeah, that's what they kept referring to them all throughout the night. So we'll just go by the Welcome Committee. But Natalya basically said that, that Becky should align with them because of the fact that it's always been about Charlotte and all the times that Charlotte has turned on you, and the fact that, she's received title shot after title shot after title shot, and you're afterthought and all that stuff like that. And it leads us to believe, as the segment ends, that Becky is actually considering aligning herself with Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella. But the scene ends there, and we'll get the conclusion of that here in a moment. Next up, we also see Dolph Ziggler backstage talking to a bunch of people, just plant some extras, some rosebuds, I guess you could say. And he's basically trash talking Nakamura, and then he begins to trash talk Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. When Shane McMahon walks up behind Dolph, unbeknownst to Dolph, and continues to just trash them. And then when he turns around, he's basically just underestimating Nakamura. And then Shane tells him that he shouldn't be underestimating Nakamura, and that he said he was only impressed with Nakamura's entrance, and that he didn't want to be that guy. And he has a match with Sin Cara, and Sin Cara shouldn't want to be that guy. Just whatever. Following that, we got the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger facing off with Aiden English. Pre-match, Aiden English was in the ring, cutting his old NXT stick where he gets in the ring and just does the singing to everything. Mm-hmm. It was cool. But Ty Dillinger picked up the victory with a new version of the tiebreaker, where instead of him dropping them down across his back, he drops them down across the face, almost like a GTS.
Yeah, like a kneeling GTS.
Like a kneeling GTS, a one-knee GTS. And then post-match, Aiden English throws a tantrum in the ring and looks like he's about to start crying. They go to commercial break. Coming back from commercial, Chris Jericho is standing backstage with Renee Young, and he's having an interview about his match with Kevin Owens, and Aiden English walks by, and he's still crying, and then Jericho makes fun of him and says, what happens to people that cry? You know what happens to people, that, are not happy on his show. And then he puts Aiden English and Renee Young on the list.
Call it Ron.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie. He calls Renee Ronnie and puts them both on the list. Then we have a tag team match featuring Carmella and Natalya defeating SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi and Charlotte. Basically, this match broke down to Carmella picking up the victory, and then after the match, they attacked Naomi and Charlotte further, all three along with Tamina, and then Becky Lynch runs down, acts like she's going to join up with them, but then she takes James Ellsworth and shoves him into Natalya, and then begins to brawl with Tamina and Carmella, and then they get the upper hand on her, and then they leave Becky, Naomi, and Charlotte laying as the welcoming committee stand tall. Next up in our match of the night, we had Dolph Ziggler super kick Sin Cara really fast. After Sin Cara hit a couple flips, a couple springboards, a lot of flippy shit. And then he caught a super kick and 1, 2, 3, and that was that. Then in a video vignette, we got The Fashion Files by Breezango, where they were basically in a police station talking about why they were going to apprehend the Usos. The Uggos. They referred to them as. Entertaining stuff. We'll get to that here in a minute. And then in our main event, we saw U.S. champion Chris Jericho defeated by Kevin Owens to regain the United States title. And then post-match, Kevin Owens proceeded to powerbomb Chris Jericho, and then take a chair and put it around his head, an open steel chair, and ram it into the steel post.
Ouchies.
As Chris Jericho was screaming and like, ah, ah. That's the sound he made, just to give you, if you didn't see it, just to give you an idea.
Feel the pain, man.
I know. Feel the pain. So, that, folks, because AJ Styles was banned at ringside, so he couldn't come out to make the save. So KO pretty much had his way with Jericho to send him off now to do his Fozzy tour. And that, folks, was your Smackdown live from Fresno, California.
Alrighty.
Oh, GTS.
It is time for our Smack Up, Smack Downer, and a Smack in the Face. Kicks off with you this week.
All right.
So, J.Fields, what is your Smack Up this week?
My Smack Up this week was the Fashion Files.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Not my Smack Up.
Okay.
It was a good one. It was close.
Okay. Didn't expect it. Unexpected segment. But for the few minutes that they were given,
yeah,
it was gold.
Yes, it was.
It was almost as entertaining as Totobella bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I mean, I didn't really like the fashion police thing.
Yeah.
But now that they're going all the way with it, sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up. As Torn would say, I'm in my back pocket. I got my wallet. I'm gonna take my money out. I'm buying. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it because finally Breezango's getting some TV time. They're not seen as the joke. I don't have to worry about Tyler Breeze dressing up as Nikki Bella. Yeah. They can be a serious threat now to the Usos. And if they keep that up, or whatever they choose to do, them and the Usos, as far as their interaction with each other, plus the match that they can potentially have at Backlash, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is one of the matches that I'm like, this might be the sleeper match of the night for Backlash, and one of the probably better feuds going into Backlash as far as how well it's put together. So this is a good start to their feud, I think.
I agree, especially with the tag champions not being on the show. They pretty much had to make it known that this match is going to happen in Backlash. Right. So it's have some kind of existence from one of the teams, but I can't agree. I mean, I can't disagree with what you're saying at all because, that shit was entertaining as hell. Like, I laughed. I can't think of really any key points. I guess specify like what part was the funniest. I mean, of course, the Uggos, but there was some parts that he said something.
Where he kept on calling out their charges. Yeah. All the things that Tyler Breeze kept calling out the charges that he was charged with, that they were charging the Usos with.
Yeah.
Everything that they said that the Usos doing. They said they did a silly dance, and, he was like, that's a bodily harm, assault with bodily harm. Like it was just the different charges. Identity theft. They're twins. They're twins. That's identity theft. Like just the different charges. Like it was just entertaining. Yeah, it was an entertaining segment. I enjoyed it. It was really good. And like I said, we both know that Tyler Breeze is a gem in the ring, and Fandango is capable of a good match too. I mean, like I don't have many matches that I can call upon. Yeah. But the one match that I can say nobody probably remembers. You probably remember it, but some of our listeners may not remember it. But way back when, it was Fandango and Randy Orton to kick off Raw, and they had a really good back and forth match. And Fandango lost, but they gave Fandango a chance to go out there and show his stuff against, Randy Orton at the time. And it was really entertaining match, and he held his own. So, I mean, it wasn't a squash match, right? Which is what we've become accustomed to with Fandango. So that was like the last match that he had where he actually got in some serious offense. He had a chance to shine, hit some moves, take some punishment, but also dish them out. So, and of course, we know Tyler Breeze is from NXT. I mean, the guy. I mean, you think back to the matches with, Tyson Kidd and Neville and Finn and even Bull Dempsey. I mean, like he had good matches even with that guy. Nothing against Bull Dempsey, but I mean, he was basically the guy that they fed to whoever they were trying to build up as the next big threat. So. Good
he was
stuff.
the AJ Styles of NXT at the time because he could make anybody look.
Yeah, it was the house that Tyler built. Yeah, for one stretch of time.
Good smack up. I mean, but that was great.
Definitely. So it's your turn now, sir. So, what was your smack up this week?
My smack up this week was the women's tag match. I wasn't so high on it at first. You know what I'm saying? On paper, I mean, because they already had it set up that they was gonna have a tag match, which we was already leading into. That was gonna happen last week. But when they attacked Charlotte backstage, I'm like, okay, kind of see where it's going. Charlotte's gonna attempt to try to get back in there, but Naomi was holding it down by herself, real good. Like that. Yeah. I'm very high on Naomi. You know that. We both know that. And like she was holding it down. A good handicap match for the moment. Then when Charlotte came out there, got involved, tossed it around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then once things start getting out of hand or whatnot, that's when Ellsworth interfered and Carmella picked up the win and they jumped and, started attacking. Like, backstage, he brought up the Becky situation where they tried to, persuade her to join the welcome committee, whatever you want to call the shit. But, I was sitting there watching that part when Becky came out for the save. I said, man, WWE would throw the biggest swerve right now if Becky actually joined them. You know what I'm saying? Because, reports came out that Becky wants to go back to being a heel anyway. So maybe they would have put, but it didn't make sense on paper because WWE logic, it wasn't enough faces on SmackDown. It couldn't just be Charlotte and Naomi. But anyway, for a split second, I thought Becky was actually going to join them. And then, like I said, when Ellsworth did the little hug thing, I was like, oh, yes, a wrap. But it was entertaining. Like I said, I'm not too fond of the welcoming committee because, Tamina's not all there yet. I want her to get good, but, they got to kind of find a way where she's going to look strong on TV and not look weak because, she looks out of place right now. She looks sloppy. She got to clean up a little bit. But overall, I dig the faction. I dig Natalya and Carmella and Ellsworth. It's entertaining because, I laugh at Ellsworth. I always say Ellsworth looked like that geeky little brother that drives his sister and her friends around all the time. He's just hanging out because they only reason that you hang around because you got a car. Right. So that's what he looks like to me right now. Hanging out with them, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's entertaining to me. That was one of the high points. I didn't want to kind of bump heads with your smack up this week. But yeah, Fast Police was close, but I enjoyed that match. Like I said, especially showcase Naomi being the strong point of that match, being the champion and, holding down two people at a time, even facing outside distractions outside the ring too. So I think they did good. And I think they're doing Charlotte's face turn the right way. She's still not fully faced, but that was strictly hey, I need to get my revenge, kick y'all ass because y'all got me last week. And yeah, I'm still the queen, She can be that tweener, you know what I'm saying? They play it right because she got to pop with the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when last time you got to her to pop for Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? Because she's such a great heel, she gets booed, because she's such a great heel. It's not because, people don't like her. It's because she does a great job. Kind of like what Miz does, He's such a great heel that you have to boo him. KO is the way I can keep going, but overall, I just enjoyed that.
I'm glad you brought that up because it was actually going to be my near fall.
Okay.
That was actually my potential smack up. So the smack up that you almost had, it was my smack up, and the smack up that you had was almost my smack up. So it worked out. But it gives me a chance to speak on it. But in consideration of the fact that on paper, the faction, the women's, the welcoming committee, it looks weird on paper.
Right.
But it's crazy that outside of Natalya still doing that thing in the ring as a heel, yeah. I hate that. I still hate that.
I do too.
I still think that's terrible heel work. But I will say that she's bringing it on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
She's bringing it on the mic. She brought it backstage, basically trying to, convince Becky to join up with them. She's the lead. She's the definite leader of the stable. You know what I'm saying? Tamina's not really strong on the mic. She's just kind of the powerhouse. And then Carmella, she's kind of the one that kind of takes the beating. And, Natalya's the leader. You know what I'm saying? But and then Ellsworth is there for comic relief. And I think it just all fits together because it's such an odd pairing. You know what I'm saying?
That's something I was just pointing out. For slips my mind, but they gotta do a better job of making Tamina look like the muscle, because right now she looks like the one that stands out the most out of the group, because she gotta come in take lessons from her cousin Nia. Just they gotta book her in that type of way, you know what I'm saying? Not exactly just being a monster, I can kick everybody's ass, but make highlight her strong points. That super kick should be deadly, you know what I'm saying? Everything
she does should be deadly.
Yeah.
Everything that she does, whether it's a headbutt, it's a super kick, whether it's a power slam, a body slam, an arm drag, whatever she does, it's supposed to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say that they brought her back too fast, but we know Tamina had some other issues going on with the family and stuff before she returned, and she had some injuries and things like that as well. But she doesn't seem ring ready.
Right.
She just doesn't seem ring ready. She seems like she's still rusty. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like they're kind of trying to cover up the fact that she's gained weight as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's, put on a few, whatever, and that could be for a number of reasons, you know what I'm saying? But, give her an opportunity to, test it out, see if she still, if she's able to go at the level that she was going at before she got hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And before, like her father passed, rest in peace, Jimmy Snuka, but I think that right now she's the one, like you said, I fully agree. She's the one that's going to have to really step her game up because Ellsworth is good. Carmella is good. I've been a fan of them since they put them together. Like, right. I really have. Ever since they had that little segment down in Memphis when she changed his clothes and all that stuff like that. Like, I saw it going somewhere. And the fact that he's still hanging around and, like, he hasn't figured out yet that he's just there to make her look good.
Because he has the car.
Yeah. Because he has the car, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, I enjoyed it. And like you said, the tag match itself was good. It was cool to see Charlotte in a role to where, like, oh, she's making a save. She's coming out, hitting the chops, coming out, hitting the moves, making a save, got the hot tag, How many times can we say we saw Charlotte, with the hot tag? Maybe Team PCB.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's not even go back down that road again.
Yeah. Let's not even go on that page.
Thank you. Thank you. I see what you did there. Let's not even go back to that. So, yeah. But overall,
yeah. Good
two highlights of the night.
Yeah.
Two highlights.
Yeah, I can say it. We was there.
Yeah, we were there.
Good deal. All right. Well, when there's some ups, got to be some downs. So, J.Fields.
Yes, sir.
What was your Smackdowner of the night?
Without wasting any time, Dolph Ziggler and Sin Cara. Hot take!
Let's do that.
Yeah. Could this feud, could this match be booked any more terrible? Nakamura's not even on the show.
No. Nowhere
in the building, nothing. We get a mention of him. We get the commercial with his face in the L of Backlash, with them showing his music. Like, it's not working.
No.
It's not working. And it's unfortunate because, and I feel like I can say this in complete honesty. Like, AJ Styles was the last best call-up or, new face to show up to the brand. Nobody has outdone what AJ has done. Not Joe. Not Finn. Nobody. Not even Nakamura at this point. Now, of course, we got a year to look at for AJ versus,
everybody else.
A shorter time for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody has made a significant enough splash like AJ did.
Right.
Now, back to the matter at hand. I just think they're dropping the ball when they bring guys up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we probably could say the revival, but they got hurt.
Right.
So Dash got hurt. Get well soon, Dash. But nobody else has made a significant enough splash. Ty, he was mid-level anyway. It's only so big of a splash he could make anyway. So I couldn't say.
They're not going to shoot him to the moon straight up.
Right, he can't come right up. Baron Corbin has been solid, but same thing. He's on the same level as Ty. It's not working. Mm-hmm. It's not working. I mean, I think they need to find a better way to call guys up from NXT because you got these dudes main eventing takeovers in the same arenas that you have Raw, the same arenas that you have SmackDown, and the fans are going nuts.
Right.
And most times, with these takeover matches, outside of the pull apart brawl where the officials have to pull them apart and they keep getting back at each other, or the sneak attack, they don't touch until takeover.
Right.
So with Nakamura needing to be on a show every week or needing to establish himself every week, it wouldn't have been no harm at all for the people that don't watch NXT, because I don't understand if you don't watch NXT. I think there's something truly off with you.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah, go to the doctor. Just actually
do that.
Get a checkup.
Yeah.
But if for some reason you don't know who Shinsuke Nakamura is, they should have done something better to make the SmackDown fans who only watch SmackDown, only watch Raw, give a damn about this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's only so many video packages you can show. He's not good on the mic. He's okay on the mic. He's decent enough to get through a promo. But when you book him against somebody that is a known comedian, somebody that's known to come out and kind of rip and crack jokes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You book everybody into a corner. You know, I talked about that last week. Then, to make Dolph Ziggler look good, you give him an overweight, out of shape Sin Cara. Sin Cara, who was brought to SmackDown. Why? Sin Cara, who was still on the main roster. Why? He should be on 205 Live.
Agreed.
I mean, let's just be honest about it. He's not U.S. title capable. He's damn sure not world title ready.
No.
So, I mean, what would he be doing on the brand, on the main brand? Put him on 205 Live. Bill him at 2, even if he ain't 205.
Right.
Put him on there anyway.
Yeah.
And let him, mix it up. Give him some personality. But when I tell you didn't want to see it, it reminded me of that whole Kalisto thing, but worse.
Yeah.
And if that's their only way of getting Dolph Ziggler over, just so he can take the pinfall loss to Nakamura, they're wasting everybody's time. Just to get us to 3 weeks from now. So who does he fight next week? Who does Dolph fight next week? Because we know Nakamura, Mojo Rawley. Because where the hell is he at?
I know, right?
Where's Luke Harper? I'm not going to get started on that. But
I was going to get started on it, but okay.
Yeah, I'll let you take over. So, as a matter of fact, hot tag.
Yeah, buddy. A match I was not excited for. I mean, all that build up backstage. I mean, at least established that they was going to have a match at Backlash. Did they even do that last night? No.
Poor job.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that what I would have enjoyed better right now, especially if the route they're going with Shinsuke Nakamura and Dolph Ziggler and whatnot, the thing I would have enjoyed more, set Dolph in a feud with Ty Dillinger. That would have been even better. I mean, you got the show off going against the Perfect 10. I mean, that's better. I think that's a better development storyline. So Dolph Ziggler can crack his little jokes, just like you brought up. He can crack his little jokes on Ty Dillinger because they're right now on the same level. You know, he's not built. Ty Dillinger, like you brought up once again, that Ty Dillinger wasn't brought up to be shot into the world title picture. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it would have made more sense. But like to have Shinsuke Nakamura floating, just not doing anything at all, and to settle fighting Dolph Ziggler, which we already know ain't no way in hell Dolph should come out on top of this feud. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's kind of, I mean, like you brought it up perfectly last week with the Michael Jackson references and shit. Like, this guy's supposed to be a threat. Shinsuke Nakamura is.
And that's an understatement.
I mean, the fact that he's being brought down to a level where you're killing his thunder, you're killing his fire, like just like you say all the time, throwing a cold bucket of water over. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the hottest thing NXT has produced in a while. I mean, he's been on the brand for a year. And he comes up to the main roster and he's just floating. And like, yeah, you got him headlining as the main attraction for Backlash, making his debut more than likely. But like, give me a match. I mean, he was there. They had dark matches. Right. Of course, because he fought somebody and him and AJ like too sweet before they went backstage or whatever. I mean, there's a video floating around and whatnot. But like, it's like he's there. Why can't we get him on TV? What's this holdup? Like, we know him. And just like you said, people who don't know him,
that's their fault.
Yeah, but like the people who don't know him are going to see him and like maybe, and I hope just maybe, they're going to look at him. I don't hope they do, but they're going to look at him and be like, okay, what's the big deal about this guy? Right. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like the Emelina shit. You're doing all this broadcasting. You're showing who he is, but they ain't showing who. I mean, you're not exposing what he can do. Right. And like, it's a big waste. But like you said, I mean, what purpose does this? I mean, like, they was doing a good job of putting people out there with a purpose, and now you just throw Sin Cara out there and Dolph Ziggler beat him like that. And I mean, it just did nothing for Dolph Ziggler because like nobody looked at, oh shit, Shinsuke might have his hands full. Like, no, I didn't think that at all. You know what I'm saying? Just like
with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I mean, it was just a pointless segment. I mean, pointless setup backstage. I mean, just constantly shitting on Shinsuke Nakamura's character. I don't like that. You exposed it to me last week.
Yeah.
And I really look at it now with a magnifying glass like, this is real bad.
And then to add to that, he's like, Dolph is like, the only thing I'm impressed with is his entrance. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, like, I understand this is supposed to be Dolph taking him lightly.
Yeah.
But once again, to your fan that only watches SmackDown and Raw, they're going to agree with Dolph because they don't know Shinsuke.
Right.
They hadn't seen enough of him to know. They probably not going to go to the network and watch a takeover. Because if they ain't been watching them so far, they're not finna start just on the basis that Shinsuke Nakamura came from NXT.
They're not finna go back.
They're not finna go back. You know what I'm saying? If they're not watching NXT currently right now, or haven't been watching in the last year, 2 years, 3 years, then they've been missing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so much lightning you can catch in a ball. And when Sami Zayn showed up, fought John Cena for the U.S. title, that shit was major.
Right.
Huge pop. Man threw his shoulder out of place. He was so hyped. Still finished the match. Think about it. Had Sami not have gotten injured, things would be totally different. You know what I'm saying? For him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at Baron Corbin. He comes up, wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal first night. AJ Styles comes to the Royal Rumble. He's down to the final 5, final 4, something like that.
AJ?
Yeah, I think he was in there pretty long. It may be not that close.
Probably, yeah.
But he was in there for a while. Yeah. He didn't just come in and get thrown out.
Big splash.
Yeah, he made a big enough splash. And then he went on to a few with New Day and Jericho, and then he went on with KO and, Roman Reigns and all those different components. But I mean, let's be honest. Like, Shinsuke Nakamura, if you didn't want to give up this money match that you trying to bill it as, or you wanted to see what his speed was on the main roster, honestly, they shouldn't have brought him up.
Right.
They shouldn't have brought him up because there are plenty of matches that he could have in NXT that'd be way better than this one he's about to have at Backlash.
Right.
Hideo's back healthy. Still want to see it. Shout out to Miller. I know that's your dream match too. I want to see it too, sir. I mean, Hideo and Shinsuke. Shinsuke and Cassius Ohno. Drew Galloway's back now. Hard-hitting damn match. I mean, like, think about Aleister Black.
Yep.
You got people that are capable of having quality matches that people want to see with the person you got. Hell, why not have AJ and him start a feud? Put him in a tag team with AJ. We talked about this last week too. Make a tag team. Him and Sammy.
Strong styles.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I like it. I like it.
That's too easy.
Him and Sammy again. Sammy says, hey, you beat me down at NXT. I want my rematch. Bring him in and let him go right for Sammy. That had them two butt heads right off the top.
Yeah.
That's how you get the people to buy in immediately. Put him in the ring with Dolph Ziggler. We know Dolph can go. And it'll probably be a good match. And we'll probably do our, backlash review and say, hey, that was a really good match.
Mm-hmm.
But you just wasted 6-7 weeks of my life waiting for this when Shinsuke could have been doing something a little more meaningful in the meantime and gaining the same fire. You don't just let the lightning out of the ball and say, oops, I let it out.
Because when you think about it, Dolph is actually right, though. Like, the only thing I'm impressed with Shinsuke right now is his interest, because that's the only thing that's happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the crowd's going to grasp that, like, Dolph is telling the truth. Like, the only thing he did was make a big-ass entrance with a guy coming out there with a violin. Like, who is Shinsuke Nakamura? Right. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we know. Of course we do. But, like, the world, people who watch casually, on SmackDown, they don't have the network, or they do, or they don't use it to the ability like we do. But, like, it's kind of like, Dolph is kind of playing mind games and manipulating people. Like, what's the big deal about him? Like, he's going to make a quick crowd question the same thing.
Right.
Especially, if the crowd is supposed to buy into all this hype, because we know how great he is. But, like,
he's already not getting the pops that he was getting.
I mean, and like I said, I think the crowds, like I said, that's the main thing we was afraid of,
right.
When it came to, certain call-ups come, like, how well would they translate to the main roster? And, like, right. It was automatic when he came out, even though it was Orlando, when he made his debut or whatnot on SmackDown or whatever. But, like, was it Orlando?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, of course, the crowd was into that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, as far as the other crowds were coming up, like, the crowd sing along with the theme song, but, like, I think majority because other people saying, all right, let me join in on this chant. But like, I don't think people are, like AJ gets a pop everywhere.
Right.
You know
they're not as invested as they were when he was in NXT. And then they messed the feud up. This shake up.
Yeah.
Messed it up because I mean honestly, he should have started with the Miz.
Yeah, exactly. And they
had a reason.
Yeah.
Because he interrupted the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
That's your feud right there.
Right.
To just throw Dolph out there, that really just threw a monkey wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah. And like I said, yeah, I mean, it's just like you pointed out, at Backlash, we're probably gonna say, man, that was a great match, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I mean, the feud, like, this is not your average superstar, you know. This is Shinsuke Nakamura, dude. Like, push him to the moon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Disappointed.
Yeah.
We're both disappointed.
Extremely.
So we go even deeper. Oh shit, Kyle Lowry hurt.
Oh damn.
Oh no.
That's never good.
He crawled over to the side. I know this is wrestling podcast, but Eastern Conference semifinals on. Kyle Lowry just fell to the ground. See me y'all update. Even though y'all hear this, y'all don't see it. Anyway. Oh, he's cursed too. He hurt. But anyway, I'm sorry. Now we move on to the segment where it gets even darker. So J.Fields, what was your smack in the face?
My smack in the face is no Randy Orton.
Uh-oh. Not a hot tag, but I just said uh-oh.
How can you let this man take an ass whooping, 2 nights previous, lose? Jinder Mahal is the reason why he loses. And then this man is nowhere to be found on the TV on the following SmackDown. If anything, there should have been some anger. There should have been a sneak attack. There should have been a backstage attack. There should have been something. This man took your title. Jinder Mahal took your title. Cost you a match against Bray Wyatt in the House of Horrors match. And you don't even get any revenge. You don't even respond to it. And you're not going to tell me that he was dead hurt from the House of Horrors match. Because this man made it to the arena at the same time Bray did after having a refrigerator thrown on him.
I still haven't watched the match, so.
It's okay. But I like what they're doing with Jinder. I think that you have to go in the angle that you're going in to even make this match even watchable. But Orton's part in all of this has been really terrible. His feud with Bray Wyatt is over now. So they should immediately, boom, Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal.
Right.
Let's get this thing going. Instead, they go in the direction of Shane McMahon coming to Jinder saying, hey, give me this title back.
That's going to tie into my smack in the face. Okay. So can we kind of fuse a hot tag or
I'm going to knock the referee out, and you can just slide in and do your
I mean, it's kind of, I mean, just I'm going to let you continue, but it's pretty much just the Jinder Mahal opening segment and the whole transition of the title.
Right.
It rubbed me the wrong way. Like
how did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? So, it just didn't make sense. Like, you're involving yourself now with this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, there have been plenty of times that this has happened where a champion has had the title taken, and nobody went back and said, hey, let me get your title back. Let me get the title back.
Yeah. It doesn't belong to you.
It doesn't belong to you. Like, dude, get out the way.
Yeah.
And then, Sammy has yet to win a match on SmackDown Live. We brought him over here. We brought him over here to not win. Can he please fight Aiden English next week and make him cry? Like, the man needs to win. This is the same Sami Zayn that we had on Raw.
Exactly. Putting people over.
This doesn't help anybody. It helps no one. And then Baron Corbin's about to come back in a week. And
I mean, I think we already know going into this feud also, Sammy's got to come out of this feud.
Well, I mean, he does.
I mean, because Baron won pretty much every feud he's been in lately, besides the Dean Ambrose thing, because he didn't get the title.
Technically, he won because he got the last victory.
He did, but like, that title should have been on Baron's, shoulder, waist, whatever, to solidify that actually being the winner of that feud to me. But he got the last win. But Sammy is pretty much Raw Sammy right now, and that's not a good Raw. I mean,
he's blue. He's blue Sammy.
Yeah, That's not a good thing.
Same as Red Sammy.
But just to incorporate into my smacking face, like I said, no hot tag needed. I'm just mad that this whole, kidnapping the title thing didn't last longer.
Right.
It should have been him fleeing away. I mean, I didn't like the little, taking a picture and shit. Like, what does that do? I mean, like, I didn't like, the photo shoot of him holding the title. I mean, like, It doesn't mean anything, especially if you're not going to win the title. Who knows? But it doesn't mean anything. But the fact of the matter that, the title just was given to Shane McMahon without a fight easily. And all of a sudden, like you said, the champion wasn't even on the show, number 2. But it's just I'm trying to get involved and buy into the old Jinder Mahal thing, but it's just, I was in it. I was there last week. I was there, and like they immediately made me put my water back up.
It's not Jinder's fault though.
It's not.
This is not his fault. I can honestly say that it's not. Jinder's doing his damn part to make this feud believable. I mean, he's doing his part. I mean, the Singh brothers are doing their part to carry this feud. But it's Orton. It's Orton and the writing. Like, the fact that Shane McMahon said, hey, this is not your title. You walking around with somebody else's title.
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing that? Like, Orton should be like, what, Orton sent Shane to get his title back?
I mean, when Austin got his title stolen, did Vince McMahon or anybody else who's involved give his title back? Remember Owen Hart stole his title?
Yeah.
No, Austin came down there and kicked everybody's ass and got his title back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are trying to allude back to the old storylines, but they're forgetting how it ended.
Right.
Like, do this. If you're going to do the same shit, do the same shit. Stop trying to throw something new involved in it. Like, we already know the road you're going down with it. Just do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, the Jinder Mahal shit, stealing the title, I dug it. Last week, showing up at Payback, I dig it. You know what I'm saying?
With the title.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Use
with
the title.
Hit the title and still ran out. I mean, like, he should have had that title. Randy Orton should have got the title back himself.
Yeah.
To have it handed back to Randy Orton, and then, like I said, he wasn't even on the show. It'd been different. Like, no, bump that. It was just bad. That was a wasted opportunity to make Jinder Mahal build up, hold that title. He could be fleeing away every time. Randy Orton pop up, go to the crowd, still have the title.
Same brothers and sisters, help him get away with the title.
Orton could have RKO both of them, but Jinder Mahal still got away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything, but it's just that little ride I was getting on is over with now.
Right. It's not. It doesn't have the same, because now Jinder's. He, like you said, I didn't even think about this, but he just handed it over without.
I thought he was gonna like look over there, run away or some shit.
Right.
Like
you should have just told Shane no. What could Shane do? He's got the title match.
Yeah.
Because he's walking around with the title. There's been plenty of times where the champion get knocked down and the challenger hold the title up over their head. They're not getting on them. Well, you can't hold the title over your head because you're not the real champion. Like, we've been watching this play out like that for 30 years. We've been watching the challenger beat down the champion and then hold the title up. Like, he just happened to take the title with him. Back 3 years ago at WrestleMania, they was having the whole thing with the Intercontinental title where everybody was still in the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody got involved with that.
Right.
Like, come on now. Because it's Jinder.
Yeah.
It's because it's Jinder. He doesn't look like us. That's what it is.
He doesn't speak like us.
He doesn't speak like us.
Yeah.
He doesn't dress like us. That's
right.
what it is. That's why they did it. Maybe they'll play that into the storyline. Book it.
They ain't gonna do it though.
They're not gonna do it.
But yeah, like I said, it was a good ride. Not saying that the ride's completely over, but like they just pretty much killed all the little
momentum that they had.
Momentum he had. Because like I said, this is how you elevate his character. This is how you make him interesting. Like, dude, Randy Orton probably this close to getting his title back, but Jinder Mahal fleed away. Right. You know what I'm saying? They could have played that all the way up to the night. The going home show of Smackdown leading to Backlash. You know what I'm saying? Let Orton get his title back then. Anything, but like I just like I said, they just kind of messed that whole situation up for me. Like, it could have been my SmackDowner, but like, of course, the Dolph Ziggler shit was done. And I think this made me more upset. So
I was hoping that they would have played up on Orton's injuries from the House of Horrors match. I was hoping that they would have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Jinder take advantage of the fact that Orton is wounded right now, that he's beat up. You know what I'm saying? He took a ass whooping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, in that match at the house and at the arena. You know what I'm saying? Then Jinder, hit him in the back of the head with the title. Can we play up on the fact that Orton is hurt? Have him show up wounded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gives Jinder a chance to, sneak attack. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, that's how you make me want to care about the match. I mean, I can't care about it if you got people not on the TV. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the damn champions. I mean, I do. That's just the way I operate. I don't want to see one person carrying a feud, and that WWE's had it bad here lately of having one person carry feuds, and it's like by the time we get to the match, it's like it doesn't have the same feeling that it had when it was first set up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're thinking that everybody's gonna put in their equal portion. Right. You got one person carrying the whole damn thing.
The other person sitting at the crib.
Another person not even there. They barely doing anything. Orton should be on TV up until the damn pay-per-view. He's the champion of the show.
And then RBU kind of touched base on that, as far as the people who are being pushed and the people who are not. You know what I'm saying? Right. People who's getting shoved in our faces, and other people who gotten really getting their career tarnished, a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It all loops back to Randy Orton as well, because like I said, I mean, he can go, but he's not. Right. You know what I'm saying? You brought it up perfectly. Like, he's coasting with the title because he's having pointless matches with Eric Rowan every week and shit, and just coming out there running his mouth. I mean, like, shit, if you're going to do all this boring ass shit, sit at home like Brock, man. I don't need you on TV. Right. It's much more interesting feuds I like to be locked into instead of this. But
get you a SummerSlam, get you a WrestleMania match, and go back home.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, and this is not a knock to Raw. This is not a knock at all, actually, or not a dig at Raw. But I mean, the main event that they put on this past week, and it's for the Intercontinental title. Mm-hmm. For the Intercontinental title, not to see who faces Brock Lesnar. It just further proves that, hey, we don't need you.
Yes.
Brock. And honestly, before Orton got the title, we didn't need him either.
No.
We didn't need John Cena.
Yeah, he was. I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a great shout out to RBU because they pretty much touching base on part-time as in the new generation now. You know what I'm saying? Just like, move to the side. Do your little part-time. Show up at WrestleMania. Throw your hand up or whatever. Move along.
Get your check, go home.
Yeah. So.
Glory hogs.
That's all it is. I mean, when you think about it though. But anything else on that?
It just sucks that Vince won't do things differently. Like,
I have a Let's Talk Wrestling segment or Guys Talk Wrestling segment, so it's gonna kind of persuade back into the conversation.
Okay.
So we'll end it there. That'll do it for our review. So let's get in with these near falls. Got any falls this week?
If Aiden English, this could be an up or down. I'm in the middle. I'm undecided. Mm-hmm. I like Aiden English, but if he's gonna lose every week just so he can throw a tantrum, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it's gonna be a Smackdown. Like, it was entertaining because it led to the whole Jericho thing.
Right.
And it's different. He's getting TV time. But if they're gonna just have him lose every week just so he can throw a tantrum, just so he can cry, I'm not for it. Even though it might be entertaining, but we're talking about Aiden English here.
Right.
Let's find something for the guy. Find something for him. What you got?
I got a potential smack up. I mean, I did enjoy the Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal match.
Yeah.
It was a decent match, but Jinder has to clean it up a little bit because I mean, we know that he gave Finn Balor
the elbow.
But the elbow on Sami Zayn, God damn, boy. Watch out.
Yeah.
Can't hurt everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I had a problem with the match, but like overall, I mean, like, he can go. It was great. I mean, not great, but it was a good match. They put on a good show. I mean, both of them can go, and I just, that match kind of got a little overshadowed with the bullshit that happened early in the show. So I mean, that's the only thing. That's the reason I couldn't acknowledge it as being my smack up. But other than that, I don't have anything else. Do you?
That's it for me.
So let's get into this Guys Talk Wrestling segment. And my open discussion for you is, what can they do with Luke Harper? And I'm gonna let you finish your statement about it, but this is probably like the third week in a row he's not on TV. Because I think the last time he was on TV was the number one contenders match for the world title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now he's just floating around. He's not involved. Eric Rowan has more TV time than Luke Harper since WrestleMania.
Shame.
That's awful. So what could they do, or where do you see it going for Luke Harper moving forward?
Luke Harper needs to be shot to the moon, because he's one of your best workers in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Once this Dolph Ziggler thing blows over with Nakamura, I love to see Luke Harper and Nakamura.
That would be great.
I love to see that. I think that should be the next SmackDown pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? You know, or even, and this is, you know, I know it kind of goes against some of the things we've talked about, but honestly, I'd like to see him win Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I like to see him win Money in the Bank. I know we kind of said, you know, hey, Sammy should win.
Yeah.
And, you know, but the way that it is right now, I think to get somebody fresh up there, this is your opportunity to do what Money in the Bank did for a guy like Edge, a guy like CM Punk, where you had established star, established work in the ring, damn good work in the ring, but they just didn't have it to get to over the next hump.
Right.
Money in the Bank was used for that. Before the John Cena's of the world won them, before the Sheamuses won them, you know, like Money in the Bank was used to elevate that guy that, you know, Mr. Kennedy won it, Edge won it twice.
Sandow.
You know what I'm saying? Sandow. It was your opportunity that Miz won. It was your opportunity to put that guy up there. And I mean, you look what he did for Miz. You know, he got a WrestleMania out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And came out of the WrestleMania as the champion. I think for Luke Harper, would it be enough time? You know, enough time between now and WrestleMania, because I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let him main event a WrestleMania. It's an opportunity for them to build his character. Mm-hmm. He's now the face version of Bray on the show now. Bray's gone. Eric Rowan is doing what he does. Like, it's an opportunity to put him on the show. He can be like the, you know, like the Dean Ambrose of our show. Mm-hmm. The one that's out there having good matches with everybody. You know what I'm saying? This brawling, this fighting. I mean, like the match he had with AJ, the match he had with Orton, the match he had with Bray. I mean, since Luke has been back, Luke has been tearing it up.
Right.
Give him Nakamura, let him win the Money in the Bank, and then he carries around that briefcase till, say, you know, Survivor Series. Get the title of Survivor Series off whoever's the champion, loses it around Royal Rumble, and you go from there with whatever your main title match has to be. But I mean, I think that's how you put somebody else up there at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because he shouldn't be fighting for the U.S. title. He shouldn't be, you know, he shouldn't even be involved in that. And that gives you an opportunity to, once KO is no longer the U.S. champion, that gives you an opportunity for us to get Sammy and Luke again, and get KO and Luke, AJ and Luke again, Orton and Luke. I mean, like, Luke is capable of going out there having a good match with anybody. And right. That's the type of person that you don't sit on the sideline.
Right.
You put him in the game. You go send him in there to do what he does.
Because they're dropping the ball with him.
Yeah.
Dramatically. You know?
I ain't upset Mojo not on the show.
No.
I'm not upset that he's not getting TV time. I'm not upset that the Ascension's not on TV. But we're talking about Luke Harper. And I mean, hell, give him a faction. Give him a stable. Give him the Ascension.
Yes.
Recreate the Ascension and put them with Luke Harper. Let him start his own thing.
Yep. He always been a follower. Now he can be a leader.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll give the Ascension a push. That'll give Luke a push.
I mean, just like we brought up last week, I mean, it puts them out there. It makes them a household name. People have to say, when I watched SmackDown, I saw them out there every week after week. They did this, they did that. It'll be more custom. So once they get inserted, like Breezango has, it'd be more believable. But you brought up a great point about Money in the Bank. I mean, this kind of alluded back to the over pushing. Like, this is kind of a continuation of what RBU was talking about. It's like the next Money in the Bank winner needs to be somebody they're trying to elevate to the next level. Not somebody who's been a world title winner before or who's been in the spotlight or main event of pay-per-views before. You need to be that next big star because, last year, Dean Ambrose won, right? And, Dean Ambrose was already a star. You know what I'm saying? Everybody already bought into Dean Ambrose. And the year before that, who was that? Who won the year before? Randy Orton? Was it Randy Orton?
Seth.
No, Seth won it at the WrestleMania, right?
But he cashed in at WrestleMania.
But who won it the year after Seth cashed in? It wasn't Dean then.
Sheamus.
Okay, once again.
Seth, Sheamus, Dean.
Yeah. Still people who are already established as being taking that extra leap.
Right.
They should go, like you said.
And Orton won it the year before that.
Yeah, and they should bring in somebody who, and Cena won. I mean, the list goes on.
Right.
It should be somebody, just like you said, when Edge won it, elevated Edge. CM Punk won it, elevated CM Punk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It should be that type of person who wins it, not somebody who we just want to put the title on somehow, but they're not involved in the storyline. And you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? It was okay with the Randy Orton thing because it made sense for Daniel Bryan because the fact that, it made Daniel Bryan who he is now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, hell no.
I mean, my favorite cash-ins were the ones was Dolph Ziggler and The Miz.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorite cash-ins because and the first time Edge cashed in.
Yeah.
When he cashed in on Cena after the Elimination Chamber. Those are my, bar none, favorite cash-ins with Money in the Bank. I have not had another one since then. When Edge had the, first cash in, he was the first Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
And then Miz and
Dolph.
Those were the most exciting ones because I was like, damn, Miz finna cash in on Orton.
And the thing is, when Miz cashed in, I'm not going to even sit there and act like I was, but I was like, the Miz, it made me upset just like the Miz girl. Like, she was in the crowd like, damn, this man just won the damn title. It was that type of heel work. It wasn't because I didn't hate him. It was like, damn, I wasn't a full Miz fan, fully Miz fan back then, but it made me upset at that point. You know what I'm saying? Now lately, these Money in the Bank cash-ins, once they win, we already know when they're going to cash in. They know who they're going to cash in on. There's no kind of surprise, suspense. Like when Seth cashed in at not Money in the Bank, but at WrestleMania, we kind of saw it happening, but we didn't know it was happening.
And we didn't know how it was going to happen.
Because he lost his match, at WrestleMania. So we thought he was just off TV, he's going to be done for the night. I mean, but every other one, this is kind of why? You know what I'm saying? It didn't translate, but like you said, somebody like Sami Zayn, Luke Harper, Ty Dillinger. I mean, somebody unexpectedly needs to win the Money in the Bank this year. And like I said, I thought it was a Raw pay-per-view. It is a SmackDown pay-per-view because Raw's getting Extreme Rules. But it definitely needs to be somebody taking that next leap. I don't need Shinsuke Nakamura in that match.
No,
at all.
Don't need AJ in the match.
No, at all. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just feel some way they're gonna put those people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, have AJ fighting one-on-one or Kevin Owens fighting one-on-one with somebody else. Give people somebody unpredictable, like Jinder Mahal. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna win it Backlash. Put him in there. Put somebody in there any one of these people can win and it'll elevate them to the next level.
Right.
Don't put people who are already established. That's the main thing they have a problem with now, and that's the main thing RBU was talking about on their podcast. People who already had that time, move over. It's a new generation. It's a new style going on. That's why we're looking at Randy Orton, John Cena, all these other people so bland because we're accustomed to great matches and different type of matches. We don't want to see the same setup every time. Even Roman Reigns, he's new. He has time to change, but his style is even adjusting to what Randy Orton, John Cena is in the past because the same setup, the same type of moves. Every now and then, Sami Zayn throw out a move damn, where'd they come from?
Right. Or
AJ, damn, where'd they come from? A new move. We don't, what John Cena and them do, it's pretty much the setup to something new. I mean, the same old style, whatever. But I didn't even think about that. Like I said, Money in the Bank is a perfect time to once again hit that reset button and say, we're going to try to do something different. Let's send somebody else to the moon.
And it's unfair that as fans, the type of fans that we are, it's unfair that we have to sit through the moments that we don't really want.
Right.
Because Vince is he has a hard on for moments. And he thinks that it's going to excite us, and it's not. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of me sitting through that whole Gronkowski thing with Mojo?
Right.
What the hell has he done? What was the point of that? You gave me just to have a moment at WrestleMania, to get some headlines on ESPN and Forbes magazine.
That's all it was for.
Just for some headlines. And as a fan, I'm like, no, I don't want that. And then for the Big Four, and we talked about this too, not only do I have to sit through those kind of things, but then I got to sit through these part-timers circulating back in 4 times a year to get their spotlight, which means the folks that's been working that I've been supporting all year long are overlooked. There's no reason why Luke Harper shouldn't have a match every week on SmackDown. We know the man's capable of a good match. That's how your ratings go up. I mean, like, that's how you get people to tune in and say, "Ooh, I like that. Let's find a way to push him." I ain't got nothing against what they're trying to do with Jinder Mahal.
Right.
You know, I'm okay with it. But I think it sucks that he got a chance to leapfrog
before,
Sammy, Luke. How the hell does he get a chance to skip the line?
Right. Yeah. Line skipping, line jumping.
How does he get a chance to do that? Because it wasn't like he was there. Like he was a big star anywhere else. I don't even know what he was doing outside the ring. Okay, yeah, fine. The dude got in the gym, and we know Vince Love is a good gym rat.
Yeah.
But so freaking what? So what? He not having the type of matches that Sammy have. He not having the type of matches that Luke have. Like AJ or KO. Orton needs to be, you know. And then Orton, like I said, I mean, we know what that is. But you give us matches that we don't really want at the time that you give them, and you can't give them right back to us because they're not gonna mean anything.
Right.
So you can't put Luke in there with Randy because that's not gonna be the match that people gonna want to see because we just saw this a little while ago.
Right. Exactly.
So now Luke just have to wait. Now he's just sitting back in the back and catering, waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for this damn turn.
Like, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, BK brought this up, you know, something to talk about as well. So it's kind of incorporated into this as well. But like, you know, you loading up on all these stars, but you pushing them to the sideline. You got star players sitting on the bench to put in an old veteran that we know he's already capable of, so it doesn't excite us. Give us something new. You do, like I said, just like you brought up, the Jinder Mahal thing is fresh, it's new. So we're investing in seeing where it can go. But like, you still overlooking these other people to push people, stars or wrestlers or whatever you want to call them, that we don't even call for. Like, just like you said, we're sitting through shit that we don't want to go through. Right. Like, you're constantly feeding your ego, Vince, and not catering to the fans. Cause like, just like on Raw, like, I mean, I didn't see the payback. I listened to the review, heard different reviews, but like, it's clear that Roman Reigns is not over. I mean, how many times we got to say this? Week after week after week. Right. Why are you constantly forcing this, thinking we're going to just cave and say, okay, we get it. We'll cheer Roman Reigns now. Right. That's how you should look at everything else. Like, cater to what the fans are buying into. If we're cheering AJ Styles every fucking week, if he just come out there and talk, he didn't even have to wrestle. Right. People going crazy. Just do his little pyro and say what he got to say. AJ Styles, AJ Styles, AJ Styles. I mean, like, this is what we want. Roman Reigns doesn't get that. John Cena barely gets it because majority of the time it's crowds and, kids and females or whatever. Right. Randy Orton sure hell doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Just invest into the future, man. Stop doing this part-time. I mean, like, look who the title holders are now. Yeah. Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar.
And ask yourself this. You look at the Shield. Look at the Shield. Mm-hmm. Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. Rollins is a 2-time WWE champion. Dean is a 1-time WWE champion. Reigns is a 3-time, 4-time WWE champion. That's a lot of damn title reigns for them 3 guys. You look at the Wyatt family. Luke Harper is a 1-time Intercontinental champion, short reign. Bray Wyatt is a 1-time WWE champion, short reign. But these are the same guys, night after night, along with Aaron Rowan, that was putting on amazing 6-man tag team matches with the same guys. They were supposed to be, all of them was supposed to be the future. Right. You see what I'm saying? But Seth Rollins is a former U.S. champion. Roman Reigns is a former U.S. champion. Dean Ambrose is a former U.S. champion. Former tag team champion. And Ambrose is a former 2-time Intercontinental champion. KO only been up, what, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Look at his resume. Universal champion. 2-time as of last night. 2-time United States champion. 2-time Intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a resume.
Don't even get started on the NXT. I mean, as well. Like,
and the NXT champion. Where is that for Bray Wyatt? Where is that for Luke Harper? And we can't blame injuries. You can't just blame injuries because they've been around.
Mm-hmm.
They've been around just as long.
Right.
So, I mean, I just think that's where the booking needs to shift. Because I know you still got to make room for your veterans. I get it. But if you got people like Orton, Cena, over 10 times being a champion, we don't have to keep going back to that again.
No.
We don't have to keep going back to that.
Time has changed. Like,
I mean, like at some point, WCW figured it out. Flair, you're not getting another title run.
right.
You'd had 16 of these motherfuckers. We're not giving you another one.
LeBron.
And I mean, Flair never got the title back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after that last one, he never got it back. They didn't just give it to him because he's Flair. I mean, you had other people, DDP, Sting, Vader, Cactus Jack. You had other people competing for the title. You know, Cactus Jack never won the title, but I mean, you had other people going for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing should apply. Rick Rude, when he was down there. Sid Vicious. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner is a world champion. Multiple times.
Horrible.
Jeff Jarrett, my guy. A lot of people shit on Jeff Jarrett. That's my guy.
I messed with Double J back then.
That is my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, choke on that, slap nuts. Like, that's my dude. Like, the chosen one.
Yeah.
Guitar shot. Former world champion multiple times. Booker T got most of his world title reigns in WCW.
5 times.
Five times. Where was these old guys then? Mixed in. They weren't. They had their own little feuds. Nash was sliding there every now and again, get a title reign and move out. But ultimately, that's fresh talent. We need a youth movement, new faces, everything. And let's just be honest about it. If the ratings or, you know, the endorsements are, you know, and everything is the marketing, things are crashing, then you can rely on your go-to.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't just be going to them just because they're there.
Catering to them. Just, you know, I mean, like, if they're going to cater to them, getting a check, they should cater to everybody else just like that. Hey, we can't just have y'all sit on the sideline. Y'all got to go out there and earn something. Just like they did with Aiden English or did with Sin Cara.
Right. I
understand about Sin Cara, but, like, he's out of shape right now. But, like, hey, we can't just have you back here coasting and getting a paycheck.
Right.
Go earn it. Do something. Get involved in the match, get squashed, whatever, even though we don't want to squash it. But, like, yeah, just push them to the side. I mean, like I said, that's a small thing. Like, I think probably a year or two ago, me and you talked about this. I said this, and like I said, you got to think 2 years ago, we still wasn't into the Roman Reigns shit. I was like, dude, we're Roman Reigns and John Cena injury to having Cesaro and Seth Rollins and all these type of people being the guys because they can't rely on these guys once they're hurt. You know what I'm saying? But all else fails, you bring in Brock. You know, you got still the same circulation of champions and part-timers. I mean, just like the Kevin Owens things last night. I mean, like, no offense to Chris Jericho at all.
Right.
I mean, Chris Jericho, the only person, just like Sterling said, Chris Jericho is the only veteran who earns his right to be installed in whatever because he's there night in, night out. You know,
he putting the younger guys over.
Yeah, but like
decent feuds with
to have him win that title just for him to lose it the next night. I mean, they should have just did that. Everything they did on SmackDown, they should have did that at Payback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a waste. You know, like he could have been on SmackDown in the first place. If this was of course it wasn't a long time goal, but like if this was a long term goal, he should have just been drafted SmackDown during the shakeup. Simple as that.
Or they could have had KO attack Jericho after losing the title at Backlash. Injure him, take him out there. Jericho don't even show up to SmackDown.
Yeah. Shane
McMahon vacates the title. And then you have a tournament. And you let AJ and Kevin go in with the bye because they were he's the last champion. And AJ was the #1 contender. They get a bye. Now that Jericho's hurt, we have got to decide how we're going to determine a new
That works.
U.S. title.
That works.
You know what I mean? Like, they're in the U.S. champion. There's a number of ways they could have went with that. Like, I think they did it because everybody knew Jericho was leaving.
Yeah.
But to do it, to just save it for the next night or the 2 nights later, it's still, we knew he was leaving. It's not like, oh, I'm not finna go sing these rock songs.
Right.
We knew he was leaving. I think they did that at Payback just to kind of, give a wow factor to the pay-per-view. To kind of surprise some people because everybody expected KO to win.
Well, it was a pretty good match, though.
It was a really good match. Even the match last night was good. But, I mean, the predictability is becoming a lot. And, I mean, like, maybe I'm just too good of a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's it. But we deserve a youth movement. And there's just not enough titles. Well, actually, there is enough titles. But when you do this brand split, you got to give veterans on both shows attention.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you look at the merchandise as well. I mean, like, on all these flyers and shit, they pushing all the veterans up to the front and got the youth in the back. I mean, like, it's just time. I mean, the great Owen Hart said it best. Enough is enough. It's time for a change.
Yeah.
Let's start. You have, like, the main thing is, like, you're wasting time.
Right.
Contracts are expiring. People are getting hurt. People are getting older. You got to take advantage of the good things while you have them. I mean, like, just like, I know we hate talking about, but Bray Wyatt, like, a year ago or 2 years ago, Bray Wyatt was hot, like firing hot, like
couldn't stop him.
Believable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, still right to this now, even though I understand we did on Monday Night Raw, but like, he's still to the point, like, I really don't care if he's not there or there. You know what I mean? If he's here or there. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you got to just start moving with the times, man. I mean, Vince got to get it, man. I mean, NXT, we saw it live Saturday. It's a prime example, man. Like, they're coming. Youth is moving. You know what I'm saying? Triple H is doing it well, Just they need to just format the veterans better. Give them their own show. They got 205 live. Do something else. Give them a old school live or some shit. I don't know. I just don't want to see them on the TV every week.
Right.
And Cena coming back, and it's just like I said, Nakamura and all these other stars they gotta cater to that right now. Because like I said, these contracts getting. You got other people coming up, but like you gotta take advantage of what's out now.
And it's like I guess the problem is like Vince just doesn't think people are as big as they are. You know what I mean? Like Adam Cole's a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. Adam Cole in any company is a big damn deal. You know what I'm saying? Mike Bennett is a big damn deal. Any company he goes to. You let people like Cody Rhodes, Sandow walk out of the company because you did not give them the keys to run with. You didn't give them the ball to run with. Jack Swagger left the company. Adam Rose. Think about all that rosebud crap we had to sit through. This dude just walks out of the company. Let him walk. And you spend all that time on that could have went to somebody else.
Right.
But you thought it was so hilarious. You thought it was such a great idea. This is going to be so entertaining. People are just going to love it. And yes, he's a product of NXT, but he's just another example of when they get to the main roster, how you mess it up.
Yep.
How you mess it up.
Because, if we are alluding to Adam Rose, I could see that. I had a vision of how that could have worked.
Yeah.
He could have been like the young Jericho, but in a party type mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have worked. But main roster fucked it up.
Tyler Breeze.
Fucked it up.
This is what's happening. We can't win. Like, I'm like loving NXT. There ain't no part of NXT that I don't like. But as soon as they get that call, I'm almost scared for them to get a call up there.
Yeah.
I almost feel like NXT needs to be looked at as the same level as Raw and SmackDown. Like,
I agree.
SmackDown stars should want to go to NXT. Raw superstars should want to go to NXT. And it shouldn't be a thing like a demotion. Like, you should want to go down there and mix it up with some of the guys we got down there. Instead of them all coming up there, because once they come up, 9 times out of 10, with Vince at the helm, it's going to be fucked up.
Yeah, it is, man. He's, like I said, he got to move to the side, man.
You talk about, I don't want Bobby Roode to go up. Like, I was so ready for Samoa Joe to go up.
See, it's like certain people, they can't fuck up. I don't think they can, like, I don't think Bobby Roode, him going to the main roster, they can't fuck that up. He's too much of a veteran to sit there and say, okay, you go out there and do this stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it won't happen. It can't, but like, I just feel like certain superstars have an advantage of like, hey, you can't fuck this up for me. I'm too big. Like Samoa Joe, they can't make him go out there and do a joking type of shit. I mean, like certain superstars, you know what I'm saying? So I give him a pass of not being put in that situation. But like, there's a lot of other ones like Cien. I mean, Roger Strong. There's a whole bunch of people who could get pushed up there, and they probably like, hey, we're gonna put a hat on you. You finna go out there and be a cowboy or some shit. You know,
Right.
stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Vince McMahon has to go.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned about everybody that's coming in. If you signed a WWE contract, I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about Kyle O'Reilly, and I've been concerned about him since he didn't sign back with RH. You know what? December, back in December. I've been concerned then because I just don't see how they're going to be able to push him. I mean, Sami Zayn, he's over his shit, but I'm concerned about Sami. He's there right now, and I'm concerned about it because when he finally wins, it's going to be big, yeah. But how many times we got to sit through him losing?
Yeah, that's you can't do that. And like you just brought it up, I didn't know. I mean, you were right. Since he's been to SmackDown, he hasn't won a match.
He hasn't won a match. Give him a handicap match against the Singh brothers. Let him beat somebody. Surely he can beat the Bollywood boys by himself.
Like I said, I think the payoff, not saying the payoff is going to be a Backlash, but yeah, he's going to win that match at Backlash against Baron Corbin. He better. He should. Ain't no reason why. You know what I'm saying? Because Baron has his time. I mean, they can do anything. I hope it don't end on a fucking roll-up thing.
But you can pretty much expect that, though.
Yeah.
Why? Because Corbin always loses to the, I took my eye off the ball.
Put his hand over his head. I can't believe it. And then you beat your ass after the match because
That's how he loses. Quick roll-up. O'Connor roll. Schoolboy. Small package. That's how he loses. Nobody rarely hits a finisher on him.
You're right.
Cena did, but I mean, outside of Cena, I mean, nobody else.
Fuck
AJ.
that guy.
Yeah. Glad he's not around.
He's coming back, though.
Hopefully not no time soon.
You got Rusev coming back, too. So, I mean, like, think Rusev will be in the Money in the Bank?
He wants a title match at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking about.
So, I mean, maybe he'll fight Orton.
Rusev in the Orton program?
It's just Gender and Orton. It's just Gender and Orton again. It's just a redo of that. Because it's not like you're going to have Lana. Because Lana's going off for her own thing now.
Yeah, so.
Not excited about that either.
I dig it.
I just feel like they go back to the same old. They go back to the same old gimmicks for everybody. Oh, you can dance.
Yeah.
Come out and dance. Like I've seen so many dancer gimmicks. Like it should be something else now. Like there should be some other things that you can be in wrestling.
Yeah, I see you.
Instead of a dancer. And I mean, like it's not like that. She came up as a dancer. Right. She was this snobby Russian woman. Now she dances. What snapped in her brain to make her dance? Help me.
I don't know.
Help me, EJ.
I don't know.
You just like her kicking her legs up.
I love Lana. I think she can't do no wrong. So.
Whatever. Alexa, we love you.
Lana, we love you.
No. Man, I miss her.
I really miss her. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, he's crying, people. He's crying. Anyway, get over it. That would do it for our podcast. Check out 1515.5 for other podcasts, such as RBU, GTS, of course, MWT, Equal Opposite, Studio Flow, McAdee, and lace them up. Also, check out GTS on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And click on the Amazon link to support the site. Mother's Day coming up. Buy some Mother's Day stuff. Love you, mama. Shout out to my mama,
Mom.
even though she ain't listening to this. But there's nothing else. This is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
And we are out this bitch. Holla.